Hi everyone, I'm Yaqub Ali. I've been working as an assistant professor researcher to Industrial Research and Consulting Center. And before I give my comments and questions regarding your presentation, let me congratulate the University of Khartoum School of Management for establishing such a center that expected to increase awareness and raise awareness among students and entrepreneurial community, and also for organizing this webinar, this lecture, as well as for invitation. As far as entrepreneurship is concerned, we are not graduated to set up a new business. We are graduated to work either as to the business sector or to the private sector and public sector, to the government. That what we have been doing since most of the graduate students apply for jobs in this institution. Instead of setting up their own businesses, they just rely on applying for jobs in these private and public organizations or public sectors. So a few of us have succeeded in establishing their own small businesses. Often it is based on their family businesses or sole trader, or call it sole trader. So that what majority, I mean, of those who are succeeded in managing their own businesses are now they have been enjoying high income relative to those who rely on private and salary that they got every at the end of every month. So anyhow, beside this, and I guess some of the audiences and the presenter that discussed about the lack of the entrepreneurship culture among Sudanese, or even the government does not initiate any programs or initiative to take this into consideration when they start formulating the zero policy. I knew that this is not true. I mean, the fact is that the government does many things that contributed to entrepreneurship culture and infrastructure for the entrepreneurship in this country. I don't like to mention many. There are many I could not count. I mean, there are many initiatives and programs that the government put it in place to support the entrepreneurship. We're talking about the Enable Youth program that controlled by or managed by the Ministry of Agriculture and Forest and financed by the African Development Bank. Not to mention, there are many other institutions were built by the government to support the entrepreneurship in this country. We're talking about the family bank, and I guess you already heard about that. We're talking about the microfinance department in the central of the Sudan Central Bank, and that supporting many programs supporting the families and the also the new entrepreneurs and start up new company. These have been supported for many years, and I guess every I mean, government, local government often have this in to their consideration when you're talking about the microfinance. And you could see microfinance unit in different banks and also and sometimes in different I mean local governments, and you could see office for the microfinance. You may talk about the how the efficiency of these institutions, and I do agree with you that we Sudan lags behind in strengthening the leadership for these institutions to the efficiency of the microfinance unit in different sectors. I mean, different banks and other local and also provincial or even state government does not build the capacity for these sector to provide this capital, the microfinance capital does not provide it for the productive sectors. Instead, they rely on other different sectors. I mean, not the product that cannot be able to increase the productivity for the labor. Otherwise, I talk about the Made in Sudan initiative, talking about different other initiatives that take place in this country. Anyhow, I'd like to mention about initiatives that taken by government to support the entrepreneurship culture. Talk about programs in different departments, in different even TV and social media. There are many experts now have been delivering such classes and sessions and also organize workshop for that. As you do in your institution, you are going to train these students in a way that to build their own ideas and to set up a new business. And I guess it's not easy to do that unless you have collaboration with about department, talking about other institutions like private sector is not represented in many programs, including this webinar. As they can see, there is no such talking about the stakeholders. I mean, government does not represent it in this webinar, in this lecture. And also private sector, there are thousands of companies and businesses that could help this. So without collaboration, I don't think this would result in having entrepreneurs in this country. So the future of this country depends on how we collaborate in different aspects, including the government, private, and public. Relations. So, if even when we set up a new policies, a new programs, a new initiative, a new measures that taken by government should consult the private sector and then base it on understanding. Then we will have how we could reach to an agreement, and then we will deliver we achieve our goals as a result. Thank you for listening, and I hope that would benefit you, and I hope that I added you something to your knowledge. Thank you, and see you. Bye.